My boyfriend has been living a double life, and now I am friends with his wife. I just found out my boyfriend has been living a double life. I was cooking breakfast when the phone rang, and when I answered the call, it was some random woman called Emily asking for my boyfriend. I asked her who she was, and she said Dan's wife. I paused, thinking I had misunderstood, so I followed up with, "Sorry, I must have misheard you. Did you just say Dan's wife?" And she laughed and said yes. "And who are you?" I tried to gather my thoughts. I said, "I'm Dan's girlfriend." "Dan's girlfriend? As in Dan Thompson?" "Yes," I said slowly. The phone went silent, and I heard a long sign before the line cut out. I put the phone down, my thoughts scrambling for reason. I ran upstairs and calmly walked into our bedroom. Dan was getting ready for work, so I sat on the bed watching him change. He asked, "Is everything okay?" I looked at him and said, "I was just on the phone to your wife." His head snapped around, eyes wider than I had ever seen them. "How did she sound?" He muttered. Taken aback, I said, "Confused at the idea of you having a girlfriend." He rolled his eyes and said, "We divorced years ago, think nothing more of it." He had never told me he was married before, and we have been together for 6 years, so I didn't believe him. Besides, he looked defensive. Something wasn't right, and even down to the way he stood looking at me reeked of guilt. I asked him if he had a second phone. He shook his head. I asked him if he had any secret children, a second mortgage, or any holidays planned to Disneyland.